Look at that. It's a new Wolfe splitter in the woodyard. Yes, we have the Wolfe 17 RS rapid split. Really speedy, something like that. It is an awesome little splitter. Now, a lot of you are thinking, why would I have a Wolfe splitter in a place where there's been Easton mades for a very long time? Well, I've had my Easton made Ultra for 5 years. Thousands of cords of wood have gone through it, and I really like it. Nice machine. It's done everything I wanted it to do, but I've had it a long time. And Bob Nelson at Wolfe came to me and said, hey, are you interested in trying out some of our machines? I said, heck yeah. And so we've had the vertical splitter here. We've had a 22 here. We had the one with the elevator. I can't remember what one that was, the 28 Pro, I think. And now we've got the 17 RS. So there may even be another one coming pretty soon too that we're going to be trying out. Anyway, Bob says to me, are you interested in having it like on a permanent basis? I said, absolutely. So this might be the new woodyard machine. I might be selling my Easton made because I don't need two fast little splitters. Maybe I'll keep it, maybe I'll sell it. I don't know. If you're interested, let me know. I might be selling it. It's got the Honda engine on it, the Easton made, so there's that. Oh, but this has the Honda engine too. Look at this. And you can't get these on Easton mades anymore. It's got the Honda. It is the GX270 Honda engine, gas engine. This has a cycle time that is almost the same as the Ultra. It's about 4.5 seconds, I believe, somewhere right in there. But one thing this has, the Ultra does not have, is it's got auto retract. That's a good thing. Now, Bob asked me, he says, what machine would you like to have like on a permanent basis? As in, I think I get to keep this? I don't know. Something like that. It's going to be here for a while anyway. And I said, well, number one to me is speed. I want speed. I don't want a machine that is got, 40,000 tons of pressure. I want something that's going to be fast. Because generally, your machines that have a lot of power are not real fast. There's some that are, but not too many. Generally, if you're going to get those kind of machines, you're going to be paying 20, 30,000 more, a lot more. This is a reasonable machine. Not that expensive. The average guy could buy this. The average homeowner, a guy that wants to split a bunch of wood to heat with, can buy this machine. The other thing about this machine, I can move this around by hand. It's got a tongue on here that slides out, and I can put my little dolly on it, or I can pick it up and I can move it around by myself, no problem. This machine is one that is not that heavy, but is still movable. I'll be able to move this around and take it to the wood. Now, a great big monster powerful splitter, you can't do that with. Generally, you got to take the wood to the machine, or you got to hook up to a piece of equipment and move the machine to the wood, and it's it's like half a day's work to do all that stuff. This I can just wheel around, shove over to, I could shove this right now over here, over to that wood, start splitting, and not have to worry about it. Now, another thing, a lot of people that get great big monster splitters, they want to be able to take these big rounds like this stuff right here, these big 30, 35, 40 inches, the big stuff, and they want to be able to put them on their splitter and split them with a log lift. The problem with that is that I see quite often, you got to somehow get that piece over to the machine. So you've either got to use a grapple or a bucket on a tractor or 5 men in a case of beer, some way to get it over here, or you got to take the splitter, hook it up to a tractor or a ATV or something, skid steer, move the splitter over to the wood, then you got to get the wood on the machine. And then generally what happens for most guys, they will put that chunk of wood up on the machine, they split it in half, and you know what happens? Yes, that's right, both halves fall off because you cannot catch them. Because if you've got a big round that's 400 or 500 pounds and it decides to split apart on you, which you want it to do, and they fall, you can't catch them both. Unless you got 2 or 3 guys here, one to catch each side. You got to somehow get one of them into the middle again so you can do a second split. And then the other one you got to hold on to or balance somehow, somewhere. I don't know. It's not efficient. It just isn't. So great, big, powerful machines to me are not efficient. I've used them. I've run them. I know some guys get off on all that big power that you've got and the big, huge machine. If you want to make a lot of wood fast, you want a fast machine that's easy to move, you can take to the wood. It's that simple. I have played with the big ones. The big ones are, yeah, they got power. Yeah, they can split big pieces, so can this. Use a single wedge. One of the other things I really like about this that the Ultra does not have, this has got a removable wing here you can put on, so you can do a 4-way split. You just pop it off. There's a bolt right down here. You take the bolt off, put it into the notch where you want it, and you do splits. Pretty simple. The wedge is permanently mounted on here for the single wedge. This table right here, you can adjust it. You can tip it up. This little stop here, you can tip it down so it's horizontal. You can switch sides for this if you want. You just unbolt it and move it. So that's a pretty cool thing. I like that. What I want in a small splitter, portability. It's so windy here, I'm almost getting knocked over. You want portability, you want speed, and you want a work area. So when your splits come off, you want to be able to grab them, put them back, and do resplits. I love the grate here. So you've got to clean out so all your debris falls. So I'll be able to put the bucket right up to this. Let all the debris fall out at the bottom. And like I said, I can move this machine around. The auto retract is awesome. The push plate, you don't need a big monster 4-foot wide push plate. That's all you need. You don't need a great big push plate. You just don't. The Ultra had an even smaller push plate than that. It works just fine. And a lot of the pieces I will be doing will be ripped down like this. As you can see, these have been ripped. You can see all the noodles here on the ground. So I like them to be able to lift the piece up, put it on the table, and split it. It's faster if you've got a decent chainsaw, big enough one, to just rip your big stuff in half and not fight that big round and trying to balance it on the machine. You spend more time dinking around, trying to get it up there and then catch the pieces or picking them back up off the ground again than if you just pick one up that you can handle. I might be weird, but that's just me. Anyway, I like the color. I like the black and the red. Really nice. This is going to be a fun machine. What do you say we fire it up and make some little pieces of wood? Smallerizing. That's what we're going to do. We're going to smallerize that stuff right now. So there's the machine. Even the audience is excited to see it run. Look at that. They can't wait. They can't wait. They're excited. Let's get to splitting. We got the machine started. Let's see what happens here. Oh, look at that. I like it. I like it a lot. That's pretty slick. I like it. All right, let's do some wood. Let's do some wood. Well, that's some nasty crap. Cottonwood, I think. Yep, cottonwood. Oh. Crappy wood. It smells like crap too. And a nice chunk of red oak here. Something that's actually decent, not that crappy crap. Liking that weed. Liking the auto attract. Working by yourself, that's going to be a game changer. It's going to be way better. Way better. Oh yeah, I'm liking it. Let's try, I got a piece of maple over here. Let's try a piece of maple. That's right here. Don't need that. separating this because I don't want it to go into the cottonwood bin. Cottonwood is kind of crap. Let's give this one more time. Okay. That is some bad stuff. This is some nasty, nasty stuff in there. All right, so my first impression, awesome. I love the auto tract. That, I think, makes this faster than the Ultra because it's doing something that you have to stand and do yourself and wait for. This way I can send a piece, it auto retracts, I can grab the next one and put it in there. I think this is actually gonna be faster as far as the production. Fill this up in no time. And so that was just a single wedge. We're gonna go dump this one into the bin Bert made yesterday. And then I'm gonna put the 4-way wedge on, or the wings on. And we're gonna do some quads, some quadrophenia. It's a cutie. All right, so there is the wing wedge for the 4-way. It comes with a little handy dandy wrench. It's right inside the little thermos type thing for the instruction manual. So I'm going to put the 4-way wedge on. We're gonna do some splitting. When I got done with that dump, I looked because I wasn't sure. This thing actually does weigh 1,000 pounds, but you can still move it fairly easy. So it's not super light, but it's lighter than a lot of the big ones. So you can move it around. This extension does cost like an extra 300 bucks, I think, for the grizzly bars on the ends here. The GX 270 is a 9 horsepower engine for those of you that want to know. One of the other major things with this that is different than the Ultra and a lot of the other splitters. So the holder for the push plate has got brass connections on the side there with the phenolic plate on the side. So definitely no oiling needed, or you shouldn't even do it. So it'll just keep this nice and polished. And so yeah, those are the things that I looked up. I didn't know for sure. So it weighs a little more than I thought, which it actually isn't an issue. And the grizzly bar is an add-on. Now this comes with either the auto retract or you can get it with the log lift. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan of log lifts. To me, I'd rather just have more workspace, which is what a log lift is basically. So the auto tract is to me the big selling point. And This is a very, very nice machine. Oh, the one other thing I looked up, I thought this had like a 4.5 or 5 second cycle time. It's actually 6 seconds. But I think because it has the auto attract and you can stop the stroke somewhere not at the full stroke, I think it's actually faster than a 4 second or 4.5 second, whatever the Ultra was, that this works faster because of the auto cycle. You also have your hands free. You can get more done faster. So there's that. All right, let's put this on here. I think all I got to do is loosen up this nut here. Yeah, because it's got a lock. If you look, if I can get this close enough to the camera, ooh, that's kind of sharp. If you look on the inside, you can see the head of the bolt there is locked into this little channel here. So this should just spin right off. Yeah, they make all their own wrenches, which is kind of cool. I like that. And then they just include them. So yeah, take this off. I think I'm gonna have to give this a tap. Give that a tap. And then I think this goes down, if I remember correctly. God, that is sharp. I think it just goes right here. Yep, and then you can just put it in wherever you want. And the bolt has to go in from this side. So let's go about there. Was that about the second notch? Yeah, because I like about a 3 or 4 inch split on the bottom. And then we'll put this on. And what's nice about this bolt is that when it's in, it's I'll bring the camera down and show you. It's recessed behind the actual setup for the wedge here. And that way it's out of the way and it's not getting hit with the wood, even though the wood is opening up by then. So we'll get this snug. There's that. And then this I'm going to put back into the little thermos thing here. So open this up. If you're wondering what the thermos thing is, it's where everybody puts their instruction manuals on almost all the machines now. And so it does come with all the instructions, and it's a little thermos looking thing. So it's going to stick that right back in there and put it right back into the container. And it's got an O-ring on it and everything, so it keeps everything dry. Keeps all your information right with the machine, which is really nice. And we're going to put this on here. The nice thing about the Honda engines, especially this 270, is they're very fuel efficient. I know from experience the size tank that's on here, I think this will run at least a couple hours. It's not the big tank. It's like the medium-sized one. And we'll find out as we go along, as you watch here. One of the other things that's very cool about the Wolfe fridge that nobody else has, you get the Wolfe cut out here, which is awesome. You get the double Wolves, the upside down Wolfe. They cut it both ways. But what they do is they weld on this diamond plate stuff here. And because it's got some deeper grooves in it, the wood, I've noticed every Wolfe fridge I've ever operated, if you get a crooked cut, or like we like to call it a steel cut, you got a crooked end, it won't crap out on you. It sticks in there really nice. It sticks as good into here as it does into the wedge. So you don't have a problem with it. It just grips a lot better. A lot of people put those little buttons or dimples on there. I guess a dimple wouldn't be a button. A dimple would be an inside. But it's a little bulge out. They put them on there, but they really don't do much. I like this diamond plate way better. And this is a much beefier push plate than a lot of the other manufacturers have. Plus the fact that it's got the phenolic and the brass on the slide here for the beam is awesome. All right. Let's make this thing make some little wood. Okay, so we'll start her up. There we go. I'm going to start out with some more of this nasty crap wood here. Another piece of cottonwood. Oh yeah, nice. I like it. That works. Got another one here, a little bigger. Yeah, that's just about perfect height for this size wood. This is the size splits my customers generally want. So that worked out nice. Okay, now I've got another little bigger one yet. Try this one. No problemo. And then I'm going to do a split with this one up on top. Hold it up. Get a little bigger, you just hold it up like that. We do that all the time. This is nice, you can do that. Now we'll split this one more time. Now, try a piece of ash here. Got a small piece of ash. We'll give this a try. It's a nice piece of ash though. Oh yeah, no problem. I'm going to put that over here because we don't want that going into the garbage pit. Another piece of ash. This is nice. I like this because it's got a two-stage split on it. You got a split out front here, and then you got the wings on the side. Next one I have right here is a piece of white oak. Give a piece of white oak a try. See what happens. Well, it's just nice. There we go. The next one we're going to try is a piece of beech. Good wood over to this side. Trash wood can go in the garbage. Nice. And then we got another piece of white oak. It's a big one and it's a dry one. So this is going to take a little effort, I think. Oh yeah, it's so smooth though. Look back. Oh, it smells good. I like the smell of white oak. White oak actually smells good, whereas red oak not so much. Red oak reminds me of being in a hallway in elementary school where some kids threw up. That's what it smells like too. I'm giving her out. She's got Scotty. Again, normally I'd let the stuff just fall out or go right into the bucket for dumping, but this is stuff I don't want to go into the trash. Looks good. You can go like that, pull that off. There you go. Now we're going to do something a little different. I don't expect this to work well because this is a nasty cottonwood. It's pretty big. I normally would just use a single wedge, but we're going to try the 4-way and see what she does. Pushes it through. No problemo. It's some nasty crap, I tell you. It's just like a horse that can dump in my mouth. His nose. It smells like. Take another big boy here. Got one that's, oh my gosh, these are out so heavy. The butt stuff is heavy. It's about as big a piece as I care to lift. I'm already at my limit for hernias. One. That's all I want. Don't need any more. One's enough for me. I don't know about you guys, but one's enough. Yeah, she probably breaks it up. This is some nasty stuff. A lot of people never even bother splitting cottonwood, but you know what? People buy this stuff for campfire wood. We don't sell a lot of it. We generally don't keep much of it, but this is free tree service wood. And when I get someone that just says, I don't care what it is, I just want dry wood that's going to burn for a campfire, and we sell it. Sometimes I mix it in with other stuff. But this stuff here we could probably sell separately and just say, hey, we'll sell it for less. Possibly. Or Bert will burn it, or I'll burn it, or somebody needs wood that we'll just donate it to them. Someone that has a need that's out of wood, or someone in an emergency situation. So here you go, take it. Portable delivery. Now this is a rip piece. This one I anticipate problems with. Oh, she's doing it. 17 tons. That's some nasty crap. It's like elm. Yeah, and like I said, most of the time I would not split this on a 4-way. This would go on a single wedge. I want to see what it would do, but it's splitting it just fine. Oh, I like that auto cycle. Come on, you can do it! You can do it! See, and this is what's nice with the auto cycle. I can let go and over here and I can cheer for the wood or cheer for the splitter instead of having to hang on to the lever. I like that a lot. Look at this stuff. Oh, it's terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. All right. So there it is, the brand new, almost new, sort of new, kind of new Wolfe 17 RS rapid split, really speedy. I like it a lot. Big upgrade over what we've had in the past. The Ultra was a good machine, but this is more of a commercial entry level for a lot of people. But for me, this is a production model. This is for getting stuff done pretty fast. Easy to move around, like I've said. Dependable Honda engine. I like the push plate. I like the quick switch head. I like everything about this. Auto retract is a game changer. Now when we use this in the future, I'm thinking I'm going to lay this plate down horizontally because I want more work area to set wood. So as we're doing resplits, you can put the pieces and manage them, or if you got someone splitting with you, they can stack up 2 or 3 pieces here, another one over here. So you always got wood close by. And there's only one thing that I found that I don't like, and it's nothing to do with Wolfe Ridge. It's the Honda engine. Yes, I have a complaint about the Honda engine. I'll show it to you right now. Okay, so here's the Honda engine. You got your choke, you got your rabbit and your turtle, your gas on and off. I forgot to mention that it does have an hour meter down here, but right here or here somewhere is where I think the switch should be. It's hidden back here. The switch is in the back for the on-off. And I couldn't find it at first. I was like, where the heck is it? Because I pulled it a couple times and nothing happened. There's got to be a switch. So I looked over here, I looked over there, and there it was. But now I know where it is. It'll be easy to get to. So not really a big deal. It's a very minor thing that I'm complaining about, but I had to find something negative. There you go, folks. The new splitter for the woodyard. Hopefully it'll last us a long time. It'll split thousands of cords of wood. That is the plan. And looking forward to it. So that's all I got for today, folks. I'll see you tomorrow morning, 5:30 a.m. with another video. Good night, Irene.